Should you defend your mortgage foreclosure while you're going through the divorce? Hi, I'm attorney Paul John Scanziani, and I can answer that question for you. Why I can answer that question for you is because I have over 10 years of experience in that legal field. I'm married to my wife, who's a judge, and we've been together for almost 30 years, and we've helped thousands of clients deal with mortgage foreclosure, deal with modifications, deal with divorces. So the short answer of should you defend your mortgage foreclosure while you're in divorce, the short answer is yes, please do. You should defend a mortgage foreclosure no matter what. The reason why is because that asset, that property, whether it's an investment property, a homestead property, many different factors, is worth a lot of money. It's probably one of the things that has the most value in your estate. If you are behind in your mortgage and there is a mortgage foreclosure that's put in place, or there's other factors that cause the mortgage foreclosure to come upon you, it's imperative that you speak to an experienced foreclosure attorney that knows how family law and foreclosure go together. I have numerous stories that I can recount on many different issues, but the most important thing to do is always defend yourself in mortgage foreclosure. People, for some reason, get a traffic ticket, you pay the $69 to whatever company you decide you like their jingle, you've seen them on the billboard, whatever it is, they pay the $69 and they pay an attorney to handle the traffic ticket. But then you have a property, could be worth $50,000, $100,000, $1 million. I've seen clients lose properties worth $1.4 million because they're not getting good counsel to represent them. It's always easier for me to prevent something than undo something. With that being said, I've had success getting titles back to properties. I've had success. We had one woman come in, property got sold, and then they came to me to try to undo it. What happened in that particular property is the property sold for double what it was worth. So I told the client, instead of getting the property sale undone, why don't we just get you a check for the $298,000 that was a surplus, since your house was worth about $300,000. Client didn't believe I could get that done for her. We ended up getting it done for her. And then the new client that purchased the property because it got rezoned in a commercial area and they were going to build a building in that house, where that location of the house was. We ended up leasing that house back to the homeowner for $1,100 a month for at least a year. So it was a good feel-good story. They called me. They had their house sold. I got them a check for $298,000, and they got to stay in their home for $1,100 a month. The way I see mortgage foreclosures, especially when you get divorced, is when you get divorced, you want to make sure you understand all your assets and what you're entitled to. But mortgage foreclosures, the banks take advantage of the homeowners because they have a team of attorneys and all the laws in their benefit, and they want to roll over, bulldoze as many people as possible. So if you have no attorney, you get a default against you. That's losing without fighting. That's the quick pile for the bank. Then the second pile is, they have an attorney, but that attorney is not very good, and we'll do whatever we need to do to speed this along and get the final judgment for the bank. And then the last pile for the bank, in my estimation, is, oh no, this is an attorney that knows what they're doing. Everything we did wrong, everything we robo-signed, everything that could be a defense, they're going to bring up, and we're going to have a battle. So let's put this to the side. Maybe we need a more experienced co-counsel to battle this attorney. The fastest foreclosure defense win that I ever had was 5 days after appearing in the case. There was defenses that were winning defenses. The bank filed the foreclosure. I appeared in the case. 5 days later, without any further litigation besides me appearing, they dismissed the complaint because they knew I knew how to beat them in their deficiencies in the foreclosure complaint. Last week, we got a complaint dismissed. We agreed on attorney's fees because after they lose, they have to pay, most times, they have to pay your attorney's fees when you beat them in foreclosure. So this was a 2017 case. In June of 2021, I'm sorry, June of 2021, so 5-year-old case, we beat them in foreclosure, and now they had to pay my client his attorney's fees that he paid me. We made a deal for the attorney's fees in order for them to dismiss the case. That client hasn't paid for their home since 2007. There's been numerous foreclosures. The banks don't have their paperwork in order, and an experienced foreclosure attorney has ways to legally represent you and defend you. So it's imperative that if you're going through a divorce, if you need a foreclosure defense, that you speak to an attorney that knows what they're doing and doesn't just buy time, actually puts the bank on the defensive and attacks the banks. Hopefully you know a little bit more about foreclosure defense, especially when you're going through a divorce or a separation. Feel free to reach out to our office for anything real estate related or family law related. Once again, we give free consultations. We'll be happy to help you. Thank you.